Use it or lose it. After we've done all this work gardening and growing things and raising animals, the last thing we want to do is lose all of that hard work. So as summer goes on, there's always something new that we're harvesting in our homesteads. So I want to show you how I use it and don't lose it. These videos will go out on Tuesdays, maybe not every Tuesday, but some Tuesdays, so look for them throughout the summer. So our first one is chicken stock. I do a lot of chicken stock. I love to use it as a staple in like tons of recipes. I cook rice in it, do a lot with it. But when I make it, I usually make huge batches of it, and then I have to pressure can it. It's a big production. I tend to put it off. Unfortunately, sometimes I even lose the opportunity because I don't have time. And instead of using those leftover bones and chicken parts, I might just discard them. I didn't want to do that. So I learned this great tip that I want to share with you, that when you don't have time to go through the whole production, you can do it really quick so that you don't lose it, but you're able to use it. After I cook chickens or process chickens, I like to use the extra parts like the backs or the carcass after I cook a chicken and make broth out of it, which does great in soups and stews, you know, all that kind of stuff. And one easy way I found to preserve it is, of course, to can it when you're done, but you have to pressure can it. It takes a little time. But another really quick, easy way, if I don't want to go through all that, is to freeze it. A while ago, I learned a really handy tip to use muffin tins to freeze little servings of leftovers, but this also works great for this chicken broth. So I just use a scoop and I go ahead, plop it in a tin so it's level, and I stick these in the freezer. So it takes, a few hours for them to freeze well. I used to freeze my broth in big freezer containers or big Ziploc bags and freeze it, and it would just take forever for it to thaw out. But this, I can just plop these right into my recipe and let them melt down. So one of these filled to the top is just barely under half a cup. So if you know what serving size you need, it makes it even easier. And here they are out of the freezer. So I just stick a knife on the edge and kind of will pop them out like this one. And you can stick them in a Ziploc bag and just pull them out of the freezer when you need to use them. Couldn't be any easier. This also works great for any type of soup or stew, or like meat and rice we'll do sometimes in these little serving deals. So much easier to thaw out and use if someone wants a quick meal. Well, I hope you found that helpful. Look for more in the future on Tuesdays. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Ready to go back in the freezer.